Hey everyone, Dirge here, bringing you another Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm build order, and yes, I am playing as Protoss. So what I'm going to be showing you today is how to execute a 4-gate, whether you want to call it a rush or a push timing or whatever. Now this build is pretty viable for any sort. I guess it's like in any situation, unless you're getting like 6 pulled or something like that. But other than that, whether you're facing Terran, another Protoss, or even Zerg, it's pretty viable. Although Zerg can be pretty well if they scout it, they will probably be able to defend it depending on the player. So just keep that in mind. The first thing we're going to do though is open up with a 9 Pylon. Once that Pylon is done, you want to start chrono boosting out your probes, but you only want to use 2 chrono boosts on them. You want to save the rest for Warpgate research. And then at 12 supply, you want to start your first gateway. Now at 14 supply, you want to start your Assimilator. And I also forgot to mention that you actually want to probe scout off of the gateway. So it's a 9 Pylon, a 12 gateway, and plus probe scout, and a 14 Assimilator. And then you're going to want to follow that up with a 16 Pylon. Once your gateway is done, you're going to want to start queuing up a Zealot. Actually, wait on the Zealot. You want to start your Cyber Core first, because Cyber Core does kind of take priority, so you do want to get that Warpgate research in there. So start your Cyber Core, and then right after that, start a Zealot. I mean, the Zealot is kind of optional. It is kind of nice to have some early defense out though, so I would recommend it. Now at around 21 supply, your Zealot should be fairly close to being done, so you want to start a Stalker, and then you want to start Warpgate, and once you get another 100 gas, you do want to start your Mothership Core. So at this point you should keep making probes. You don't want to forget to do that. You can throw out another Pylon. This probe up here should still, he should still be alive, just kind of scouting around. If it's too dangerous, like you're facing Terran and you get walled out, then don't worry about it. Just have him in position to throw it on the proxy Pylon. You want to start chrono boosting your Warpgate research. Then once your Warpgate research gets around 50% or so, you want to throw down 3 additional gateways. Now at this point you can also start moving your units across the map, and you can start throwing down your first proxy Pylon. Around 90% of Warpgate research should be enough. Now, when your Warpgate research is finished, your gateways should just about be nearing completion here. So any remaining energy you have on your Nexus, you're going to want to use for the warp gates. So just any energy you have, start hotkeying your units. You can start pushing up your opponent's ramp. And yeah, you should be hitting around the between 6 and 6.5 minute mark. So you just want to make sure you keep warping in units, whether it be Zealots, Stalkers, whatever you have the money for, really. You probably don't want to be warping in sentries. So, but yeah, that is how you would do a 4-gate. Again, and I don't have an opponent on this map, obviously. But this is where you'll be pushing up your opponent's ramp, trying to do some sort of damage. Keep your Mothership Core alive in case it is a Terran player. You kind of get vision of the high ground without having to choke your units on the ramp. But on any other situation other than say, Cannon Rush or like a early aggression Zerg player, like 6 pool, 10 pool, anything like that, this build is very viable. So you do want to scout. I mean, obviously, if you do the scout after Gateway, you might miss a 6 pool. But you should get enough information on whether or not you want to continue with the 4-gate, or if you want to go into some sort of other strategy. Obviously, if it's a Zerg and they're going to go for a hatch first, you might want to just do a Forge Fast Expand. And in that case, you're going to want to scout off the Pylon. Do a 9 scout rather than a 12 scout, because you will get that information faster and you'll be able to react more appropriately. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, leave a like or a comment. And if you want to see more of my videos, definitely subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.